Okay, I'm gonna try to talk quick because I don't know how long Facebook is gonna let me talk. So I have a whole bunch of pictures up here and they're all relatively from like the same series because I can never decide, so I make the parents decide which ones they want. So these are all like basically the same. So the first thing you have to do is you have to have an action created. And so for me, I'll just take this one off. I think it was selective. No, it was hue saturation. Yeah, there we go. So the headband was like a little bit blue just because it was like a white, and then so I added a hue saturation. I don't know if you can see that. I added a hue saturation to just make it a little more yellow instead of blue. I just basically took away the hue saturation. Well, I did it to one photo. If you go over here, I have my actions up here. Can't be in button mode. So down here on my actions, I created a new thing called batch where I could just keep them all down there. And so create the batch, and in batch, I'm going to create a new action, and this is gonna pop up, and then you just write the action. So in my case, I just wrote blue headband because I wanted to take off the blue of the headband, but I did not want to take off anything else. So it was an action that I was gonna paint on. So I did blue headband. It's going into the set batch, which is the folder that I created. And I'm not gonna have it be any colors. You can have the buttons be colors. So then I'm gonna click record. Now it's gonna record every single thing that I do. And so I'm going to create a new layer here, hue saturation. I'm gonna go to blues. I'm just gonna take away all my blues and cayennes because sometimes those headbands take away. Now if you look at her, if you look over here, it took away her eye color. I don't know if you can see that. It's on this crappy video phone. And plus my screen, probably brightness is not, yeah, I have my brightness down all the way. You can see that it takes away her blues. So now what I do is I'm going to click on the mask layer. I'm gonna invert to black so that I paint it on, and then I'm gonna rename it blue head, because you and I know that it's the blue headband. Okay, so then I'm gonna click enter. So it's recorded all of that. So now I'm gonna go down here and click stop. I had to think about that, I'm really tired. Okay, so now it's got this saved right here. It's got blue headband saved as an action. Okay, so to batch edit, go to File, Automate, File, Automate, Batch. And then right here, from the set batch, because I just created that file, that folder, I'm gonna click blue headband because that's the one I wanted to do. I want the source, I'm gonna have it do all of my open files. Now you can have it do a specific folder, but I'm just gonna have it do all the open files that I have because whenever I do Photoshop editing, I only edit from specific series so that they are all, the continuity's there, and then I save them all, and then that way I don't have a bunch open at a time, and you know, whatever. So so you do that, click destination none because I just wanted it to stay there, and then you click OK, and I'm gonna do this just to show you. Now up here, it's doing it to all of them, and it shows you which one it's doing it to. Okay. So now when I go through my folders, I can either just delete the ones that I don't want it to. Okay, but so now I have the blue head. So now I'm gonna just create, now all I have to do is just color on with a white, color onto my black layer. It looks really yellow because it's the stark contrast, but trust me, it doesn't look as green as it looks. Or I can go through and adjust that. If I'm like, oh wow, that's too blue, I can adjust it, but it really doesn't look that blue. It does at first because of the major change, but it's perfect. So anyway, now that's all I have to do. So that is batch editing.